Hi guys, and welcome back to another DrAce video, and today we're going to be playing Ride 4. We're going to be on board the Honda CBR 1000RR Fireblade right here in Macau, and let's do it. We're going to be starting from 6th place in the grid, and we're going to go for absolutely everything here. We're going to go full gung-ho, because I really don't know this track very well, and I don't want to be hiding behind the rest of the pack, because they could potentially crash, and which they do tend to crash quite a lot at in this track. So a big shout out to Damien. He was the one who recommended this track, and I put it off for about a week. So finally we're going to be doing the video here in Macau, so I hope you enjoyed it. And I very much doubt I'm saying that correctly. So if I am saying it wrong, let me know in the comment section down below. I tried looking it up and it sounds like I'm going to be saying it correctly, but anyway, it doesn't really matter. You know what track it is. Honda CBR 2015. The Fireblade's absolutely stunning, and this track is treacherous. It's very difficult. I take it quite easily on this one because honestly I wasn't confident. I was not confident on this track at all. I was taking it very steady in a couple of corners. Now maybe with a bike that wasn't as powerful as a Honda CBR, potentially I would do a little bit better. But for the time being, as we flick it left for turn 12, it's a case of taking it steady and constantly getting used to this track. I do think a time attack or a time challenge for us all to compete in on this track would be good for us all, because I'm pretty certain we all avoid this track like the plague. And for good reason, because it is difficult and it's well and truly excused as someone's crashed behind us. I think that was Mr. Rigth. He has disappeared from the timing screens on our left-hand side. As Golda Jeans is now in receipt of 3rd place and Peter Acost in 2nd, as we go for the tight right-hander here. Very gentle at 10:15 in the Moorish Hill. 20 degrees here in Macau. Beautiful so far. I don't mind a good 20 degrees, anything more than that I'm burned to a crisp, but I guess I don't really see much heat and weather when you're inside your bedroom recording videos. As we flick it right now, for a very tight, very tight hairpin. 22, nailed it, I would say, you know, not too bad as we, bumped the wall there. Bloody hell, lost a bit of paint on the old CBR there. Not happy with that one, but it is what it is. Bit of a mistake on my half. So today, of course, being the release of the DLC Pack 4 for Ride 4, of course, and that is included Daytona track. Yes, Daytona track. Out of all the tracks they could have brought back in Ride 3 and Ride 2 respectively, they brought Daytona. It is what it is. I'm sure there's people who are going to be very chuffed about that one. Me, I'm not one of those people, but expect a video tomorrow. I'm actually looking forward to trying out the tracks. You know, I'm a little bit negative towards it, so fingers crossed it'll surprise me and it'll be good fun. So stay tuned for that tomorrow. Of course, if you haven't liked or commented and subscribed, now would be a great time to do so as we rocket down this long straight. So if you scroll down and hit that subscribe button, you wouldn't even miss anything because it's still just up to the braking zone here, braking about the 200 meter mark as we flick it right for turn 3. Careful on the acceleration here, as I almost demonstrated why not to do that. And then flick it right here again for turn 5. Nice and smooth so far. So I was actually using the medium front and soft rear, I do believe, on this track. And as you can see, the soft rear wasn't probably the best choice, considering the degradation is up to 50% already, or down to 50%, let's say. As we flick it left once more for turn 10, get ready to flick it right again. If you are struggling on this track, I would potentially recommend just doing it slowly and slowly and slowly. I found that was the best way for me to do it. Of course, I did have a couple of restarts. I did end up crashing a few times, so it is what it is. But I'm glad I persevered and tried to finish this video, especially for Damien, because he's been a subscriber for quite a long time. So it's a nice way just to give him a little bit of homage and actually do the track that he requested. Now I still have some video requests to finish through, and if you do have any more, let me know in the comment section down below. Or furthermore, you could even join the Discord server and pop it in the Discord server. There's a whole channel recommended and designated for any recommendations and any requests, so it would be a good way of getting in touch with me quickly. And as always, I mean, like, even with the YouTube comments, I'm always very responsive. I'll try and respond as much as I can. I do check quite often to make sure I've not missed any comments, so if I have missed a comment, then potentially it's probably been held for review for no reason whatsoever, because I seen one the other day. It came up on my phone, I clicked it immediately and it disappeared. So either the user deleted the comment, or YouTube has held it for review and it's still not been reviewed yet. It's odd that happens, but sometimes it happens if links are posted. So if you do want to post a link, potentially comment first and then post a link afterwards, I think that probably works. But I think if you're a long-time subscriber or you're a frequent commenter, I don't think there's any issues with posting links. So if you do want to show me a video or something like that, it should be absolutely fine. But as I say, if you've got Discord and you want to join the server, the description is down below, and that's probably the best way to send me any links, because we have a whole designated section just for videos. So that'd be a great way for you to chuck it in there. So I do hope this track stays the way it is, because we are leading by 4 seconds, and I would really like to complete this Fireblade trophy group. Of course, I am a little bit concerned that this track is going to be the dark horse which catches me out, and I'll have to restart, but I think so far we're doing pretty well. We're navigating turn 5 pretty well until I give a bit too much throttle there. A little bit of a wheelie coming out of the corner too, but that's quite alright. As the temperature's increased to 21 degrees, how about that then? As we fling it right for turn 9. Get ready to brake early, and fling it left for turn 10. Now it's difficult to tell you any parts on this track where I can sort of break it down for you. You know, what sort of markers I'm using to brake, because there isn't that much signage, it's just instinct most of the time. So if you're a racing line user, I guess you can just check there to make sure you're braking when it turns red. But I do find the racing line in games is just... They are so... I don't know how to describe it, but they're just so inaccurate. I always find that it tells you to brake, you brake and it's too early. It doesn't tell you to gradually brake or gently brake. So I just turn them off. Any track, if it's brand new to me, like this one here in Macau, it's not brand new, but I don't know all of it. Same as with the Nordschleife, I don't know all of the track. I know most of it, and I just try and ad-lib my way through some of it. And it can catch me off guard, though, absolutely, like a lot of these tracks can. And of course, anything can happen to any rider at any given point. Of course, we could crash, or we could take a victory, you never know. So flicking it right now, gently braking into the Melco hairpin. That's much cleaner. I'm liking that one so far, up by 1.7 seconds on our fastest lap, which was set the lap prior. So we need to rocket down. This is the place where you can really open the throttle, and it's great. Get an eye out for that 100-meter braking zone marker on your left, and make sure you're braking just a little bit before that. I personally braked too early for that one, so keep that in mind if you're trying to use me as a guide so you can get better at this track. I would say brake there at the 100-meter mark as you turn in for R, which is turn 26, and of course that being the final corner. So then rocket through the old finish line as we now set a 2-minute 25.591. That's not a bad lap time for me. Hopefully we can improve this here on the penultimate lap, and then continue to improve as the race continues. But as you can see, we are 7 seconds adrift from Peter Akos and Seal Wei. And I don't think they're going to catch us unless we make a monumental mistake, and anything can happen with still 2 laps remaining. So I have to play it safe and just be careful, especially considering the front tyre is now cold and the rear tyre is down to 17% degradation. Definitely hotting up to be something phenomenal if there is a mistake. Hopefully I don't make a mistake, but we actually managed to gain 2 seconds there on Peter Akos by just navigating those couple of corners. That's pretty mad. Either I was extremely quick or the AI just sucks, and I'm guessing it's the latter. The AI can be rather disappointing sometimes, as we almost kissed the wall there, and that happened earlier on where we bumped into the wall. We don't want to be doing that again. And actually I was up to the 4th lap when I was recording this, and I ended up bumping the wall and I had to restart the whole thing, so I'm going to take it a little bit easy now. I don't fancy a replication of that, but it's okay as we wheelie up into towards turn 16, as the marshal on the left is admiring my work. Thank you very much. Shout out to the marshal. Shout out to Bujang Bengana, by the way. Just for absolutely no reason. Just why not? Of course, the DrAce time trial challenge started yesterday as well. If you haven't seen that video, I would highly recommend you watching that after this video. Of course, that being in Okayama on board the Honda NSR 250R. Now, I was super excited to get this challenge up and ready for everyone to join in on. So if you are competing, be sure to let me know in the comment section down below. Or as I recommended so many times already in this video, and I probably shouldn't do it again, but the Discord server is available if you do want to compete and do want to post your times in there. Now it's the full throttle time. We've been waiting for this. It's been so gentle on the throttle, and now it's here. Firing it up towards the 100-meter marker, and brake, drop down to first gear if you have to, and then rocket out a fisherman's. Beautifully done. So this track, you're going to have to let me know in the comment section down below about how you feel about this one. Road tracks in general aren't my favourite. I'm much more a fan of the traditional circuit style tracks, especially the British tracks, of course. I'm sure I've mentioned that enough times already. But the road tracks, I do like navigating them because you feel phenomenal once you do them. Like, I feel great when I was doing this one, I was actually nailing the corners. And it gives a whole different dynamic compared to racing on a circuit. So it's great to be doing, but it certainly catches you off guard when there's a couple of braking zones and a few pointers where you just wouldn't expect. So now braking into turn 3. Good stuff so far. Careful of the wall. Oh, we went a little bit too wide there. And I'm going to go wide here again for turn 4. Get ready to flick it right for turn 5. Good stuff. And gentle on the throttle here. Down to 8% of the degradation as we have a 10-second lead over Peter Akos. The Hungarian will not be catching us up. Oh, and there's Jackson Riggs. He's fought back into 3rd place. The Australian has. And then flick it right again. 23 degrees now here. 24 degrees now here in Macau. It's really hotting up, isn't it? It's a great time to jump straight into the water after this one and cool down after a very tense race. Because anything could go wrong in this track, and I always find that something does go wrong. But thankfully, I think with the amazing Honda CBR 1000RR Fireblade SP 2015, that was one hell of a long sentence, is an absolute beast of a bike, and it fares you well. As long as you treat the bike well, the bike will treat you well. I'm sure that's someone else's quote, but I will take that for the time being as we almost slide into the wall there at turn 19. Very careful there, as Lino Pozzezzo has gone into 3rd place. I'm guessing, yes, Peter Akos crashed, and I'm guessing that's why I had the old stutter then. If you do get stutter in the game, it's usually because the AI has crashed. That's what usually happens to me. You can probably figure it out as you go along when you just get, oh, stutter, and then someone will drop in the timing on the left-hand side. And now in a moment's time, it's going to be full throttle again. Beautiful. Once you've made it to this part, you've pretty much done it. And I think we've navigated this to perfection. Bloody good job, considering I was quite slow. But I just wanted to make sure we got this challenge done. And there it is, 4% degradation on the rear tyre, so I would advise not choosing the soft option tyre, guys. Potentially go for the medium if you have to, or even the hard. And there it is, a full race of Macau. I hope you enjoyed that one, guys. I certainly did. Big wheelie for you all. And that is another DrAce victory. So guys, as always, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like, comment and subscribe. Hit the notification bell if you haven't done already. That's the best way to alert you to every single DrAce upload. And I shall see you next time. Ciao for now. Oh hi! Didn't quite see you there. Good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite sate your appetite, then why not watch some more DrAce content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single DrAce video.